Hey, hello everyone. I wasn't supposed to stream today, but got some family stuff going on tomorrow, so I figured I'd go ahead and stream today and knock some things out. So let's take a look. I think today what I want to focus on is UI elements. And let me show you what I'm talking about. There we go. There's that. Maybe if I just minimize this. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I want to focus on adding all these elements in. I mean, they're in the game to some degree, but they need to be cleaned up, need to be polished a little bit, and the points need to be moved around. So I think a lot of today will just be trying to match this layout. I'm not a layout guru by any means, but threw a bunch of margins and guides and that type of stuff in here. I think with that, I think it helps. There's a lot on the screen, so I don't know whenever I do my screenshots for Steam, for the Steam capsules and stuff, I may just take out all the UI altogether, but for the game's gonna need it. So that's kind of the explanation. And that's how I spill my drink all over myself. All right, let's get into it. I think first up, I want to move the points. So let me update that. Okay, let's see. You go to my prefab scene. I think that's where we're gonna want to focus. And I'll try to pay more attention to my chat. I failed last time. I noticed it, but it was like minutes later. All right, what do we have in the scene? Got a quad. Got the player prefab. Let's pull that up. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the canvas that we want to focus on. Yep, there we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and activate everything. Let's see this. So these items are kind of positioned. I will be getting rid of this bar here, changing it up to the snowboard. But let's get into the points. Where are the points? I think the points are actually on a different item, which kind of sucks. It's not the end of the world, but I would have preferred it all to be on one canvas. See if I can pull it in. And that's going to be down here. Would it be environment? No. It's not gonna be rails, not gonna be signs. I mean, I thought it was a prefab. The UI level. What does this do? think it is UI level, but before we start messing with that, let me verify that. Missing it. Where is it? UI level. There it is. Canvas. Text, maybe. Let's see if I can get it to write something. Okay, yeah, that is it. 197 wall ride. I thought I had a test up here. I guess I didn't. Unless that's what this is. What is this? Ah. Holy crap, that was amazing, man. Ugh, stuck in the trees. Yeah, this is what I want it to look like. Okay, let's take a look. I think we can mess with just this. I think so. We're gonna give it a shot. All right, let me take a look at my Photoshop. So this is at 100, and this is at, I think basically like 200. Yeah, that looks like about 200. Okay, and let me see. Pull Unity back up. I wanted to see if the letters were about the same size, but check that out in a second. I think what I will do is for now I'll just mess with it in that level. I'm not ready to commit to changing the prefab just yet. wish it would give me some lines here. Let's change this to 100 because I think that's more accurate. And minus 200. Just gonna stick with that for now. Holy crap, that was amazing. No. Where does this get its text from? That is from this right here. Oh, in fact, it's, yeah. Yeah. Let's enable it. Say, nope, can't do that. We'll have to modify this. Moving Visual Studio down. Always resets my Visual Studio. I don't know why. There we go. Got it. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go check on something. Okay, all good. All right, let's see. UI level. Let me see if I can just find that. And then what I want to do is basically expand upon that. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. I guess technically I've already modified this, so I'll go ahead. I was gonna inherit from it, but yeah, whatever. I don't remember what it is that TMP uses. Text Mesh Pro does it use? Suggested name. That's not what I want. The score. TMP. Is it okay with that? Nope. Let's see. Current project. Hopefully it won't grab the TMP stuff. I could have swore I was using this stuff somewhere else. Using text, TMP text. I think that's what I need to create. No, no. I'm gonna copy this. Just in case I need it later. I think I will. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot and see what it says. All right, I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I'll probably just leave that in place. Report score. We're just gonna report it in both places. I don't care about the text. I just want the score. All right, let's see what we get with that. Okay, it's 600th in width. I want it to be 200 away from here. So that would be 300, 500. Be like 500 away. Yep. And I want my text to be right there, aligned on the right. And let's see if we at least get the output we expect. Yes, I can try the controller. M-level score, or at least it showed up. Let me see what it looks like compared to my Photoshop. It definitely looks further away, but I'm going to leave it as is. Well, now okay, why are we getting text and not a value? That's what I want to see. Cannot implicitly convert int to type string. Right, how about to string? Try it again. Right, that's looking good. Let me see, what does it look like when you scale it? There we go. I still feel like this is gonna have to come in. I think I'll have to change the name to be more explicit. There's text TMP. Let's say minus 300. That should put it at the end. And then I guess 400. That looks better, but when I look at my Photoshop, at the end of the day, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna run with it though, because it definitely looks better. Maybe what I need to do is divide this one by half the Y. So instead of minus 100. I'll do minus 50. Put it up at the top. That definitely looks better. See if we can rack up some points. Feel like it needs to be larger, huh? Let's see. Probably double that size, I would say. Let's move the game over there. Trying to show you guys the Photoshop. There we go. Of course, my face is in the way. But I think it needs to be double the size there. So let's go ahead and double that. Size, let's change that to 80. Change this height to 100. $150. I mean, it's definitely about the same size. It may need to be a little bit lower. Let me change it to 72. I don't know why that sounds good, but we'll give it a shot. 72 looks good. Can run with that. Yeah, even that looks pretty big. How's that look? We should show me the text here. Minus 300. Let me take a look at my Photoshop again. So these should be on the same level. I feel like this number should come down and this will need to go up, obviously. Let me pick up another item. Oops, I wasn't supposed to do that. I launched an item. Oopsie. Yeah, this needs to come down. Those probably need to go up. Oh, why? Why? That's just abusive. Yeah, I think this needs to come down. I actually feel good about this side. That feels pretty good. Take a look at this Photoshop one more time. It probably needs to come in and go down a little bit. But in the spirit of making it match, let me take this down. Oops. That's 100. Will I be able to see both of these at the same time? I don't know if I will be or not. Let's see. Ooh. Let me see. Can I get rid of this? Boom, there we go. No, I'm doing this the hard way. I'm trying to see if these line up. That looks pretty close. Where's my player canvas? Player canvas. And my primary icon is 165 down. 150, 150. Secondary is at 0, 0 position. $65. Yeah, this is 150, right? I have to do some math here. $51.50. This is at 165, 165. I'm gonna do some math in my head. So if this is 165, there's no way that this could be 150 then. It's like 150 scale, so it's like 75. That's what it is. I was like, there's no freaking way. So 170 or 75 minus 165. What is that? Pull up a little calculator here. 65 minus 75 is 90. 90. That's gonna be 45 minus 45 plus, let's see, 45 plus half of 75 is what, 32.5. 77.5, is that correct? Oh, I bet that is correct. That's why it looks pretty stinking close. 77.5. I wish I could draw a line to see, but I think that's close enough for now. That'll work. How far away is this though? Is 165? Can we say all that? Thank you. One 165, and then we got the secondary icon, which is 75. So it's the same. Disappointing. $77.5 plus 150 is going to be 227.5. It says it's right justified, but it doesn't look right justified to me. Feel like this should be larger. Let me add this. Right, let me grab another item because I just used mine. And we can compare those. How far do I have to go to get in the backpack? Right, here we go. think that is close enough, and it does look right justified now. Maybe I just needed to hit like the next. Interested. Let me see what it looks like if I do this. I think it's too close. Yep, that's too close. Okay, I think those margins are pretty close. I'm gonna run with that. Let me see if I've got trophy icons. Says I've got trophy icons. Bronze, gold, silver. Unfortunately, they're not 2D. It's unfortunate. All right, I think I need to make some. I actually like the way these look over in Photoshop. Give me 1 second. Pull that up. Yeah, see, those look pretty good. I don't think I can import the shadows though. Let's see if we can do this one at a time. Grab this one. It's so small. I'm gonna have to. I think that's gonna look terrible if I try to make an icon out of that. So let's see what else I can do. Give me 1 second. I know I've got. There we go. I know I've got a project that has an icon generator. So let me see if I can pull that up. And while we're waiting that to load, let's see what else we got. Got those scores. I got the 75 miles per hour. I got the timer. All of those are going to be text, so I wonder if I should place those. Unity's almost open. Okay. I'm looking for my scenes. I've got icon scene. That's what I want. I don't know about outdoors, so we'll see what that is. There we go. Minimize that. See what you guys can see. You guys got it. All right, let's go find our. No, just kidding. Look for a trophy. Pretty sure I've got trophies in here somewhere. Okay, where's my color? Not this one. Oh, that's kind of cool. Get a little pedestal. But it's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one. But it's definitely not the right color. Let's see. Can we zoom in? I have to hit play. think I want to go with these lights. I think that's consistent with everything else that's going on. Although for UI that might look better. Let's go with that and then put a drop shadow. I think that will work. All right, let me see if I can get my shades in here. No trophies. Yeah, there it is. Play on trophy materials. Green, red, yellow. Perfect. Thinking like that. I do like the brighter green, so I'll go with something like that. Let's bring that up as much as we can. Doesn't exactly feel level, does it? Whee. I feel like it's making it worse, not better. Uh, uh. That does not feel right. 3D pan, what does that do? It just feels so like, I don't know, out of whack. All right, let's stop it. I'm gonna bring up the scale from here. Hoping maybe this will help. Oops, I didn't mean to rotate it. I just wanted to offset it. Let's raise this up. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna call it good enough. This looks slightly better. All right, let's save this screenshot. Check my settings. We'll try to do it for the other ones now. It's too bad it wouldn't keep the settings. Yeah, definitely far from perfect. Like this almost looks better. Look yellow. I mean, it's gold. See, why doesn't it look like that? Let me see what my icons look like. Yeah, it's no good. I don't like it. I'm going to delete these. It's just not bright enough. That ain't gonna work. Let me duplicate this a few times. That way I can keep a consistent setting and run it all at the same time. Let's call this one green. Boom. Yellow. And red. down for all of them. Okay, let me figure out why do those look so bright. Colorize manager. Something else. What's going on with the lighting? Disable that. Whoa, perfect. I won't play maximize, huh? All right. On pause. Ooh, there we go. Reduce the scale. Yeah, it's just not straight. I wish it was. All right, let's do this. Model. No. Previous model, previous model. All right, we'll do it the manual way. Don't understand why you no show. Ooh. Well, that's dumb. Red, yellow, green. We'll do it like traffic lights. That shouldn't make a difference, I wouldn't think. Red. Change these to 2 this time. And green. almost wish I could just take a picture like that. I don't want the lights on. Where did it go? You know, I won't complain. That actually looks good. Okay, save that. Will it work this? It will work, but the lights look terrible. Can I turn all of the lights on? Nope. Yes, I can. And I will. And next model. Perfect. Alright, let me go see what they look like before I move on. That was quite the excursion. Let's see, where was it? Here. The red looks a little muted. Let me see if I can copy that one more time. Next model, next model. And now let me take a look. Yes, okay. I'm happy with these. Although the red, wow. Can I turn one of the lights off? Like there was no shading. Yeah, I think I need it like that. Hey, cool. I'm happy with that. We will take that. You can save. Yes, that's fine. Let's go back into Slopeside Kings. And while that's loading, I'll move those files over. I think it needs to go into the texture folder. No, I didn't even see what size these were. Guess we'll find out. Oh, this red trophy. I know you guys can't see this. I think Unity's still loading. Yeah, it is. What is happening? I don't think you'll like me loading these at the same time. Yeah, I think I may have healed Unity. Let me restart it real quick. Yeah, that's my fault. I shouldn't have tried loading those in at the same time Unity was loading. All right, let's go back to level 1. See if we can add in our items. See if our textures are in. Textures, we added, that's not it. Add these. Hopefully it's transparent. I don't know if it's gonna be or not. Right, 2D. Alpha is transparent. No. Well, so. Yeah, I think that should work. Let me hit apply and see if that fixes it. Nope. Okay, that kind of sucks. I think I can fix this though. Okay, now let me open these in Photoshop. Yeah, hopefully this will be easy to fix. Okay, we got the red, the green, and the yellow. We can delete those and then save it. While I'm here, let's see what size these are. 512 by 512, yeah, perfect. All right, everything looks good. My icons are now transparent, so that's cool. So we can actually get back to work. Okay, I think I'm gonna put these in the player this time. I think that makes more sense. We got the primary icons. And then what do I want to call this? I think I want to call it trophy tracker. How do I want to lay this out? We'll do a canvas. We'll call this trophies. In the upper right, and we said last time, let's see, I don't want it that big. Do 600 again. We'll do 100. I don't even think it'll be 600. You said the last one was what? 227. Like right there. I don't think the height needs to be that big. Last one was 72. Let's do this one like 50. 600 is way too big. Do 400. Happy with that. And say something like that. All right, let's start adding some trophies. Let's add an image. We'll call this, let's see, let me see my Photoshop. Okay, so we got red, yellow, and green. So I'll follow that. Trophy image. Well, maybe a bit too small, but we'll play around with it. Let's see, minus 150. We're at a total of what? We're at a total of 300, I think. 400. Do 175. I'll rename this. Maybe not. Another image. We'll call this one yellow trophy image. Like 25 or minus 25 would be all right, and then we got one more. This one green. What, 100? I mean, these are just fuzzy numbers. We'll play with them. All right, now let's add some text. So UI Text Mesh Pro, yes. And we'll call this we're gonna call this red trophy text. Yeah, I guess text is fine. I'm just gonna put in an example times 1. That is not what I want. My choices here. Bold, yeah, Cheyenne Sans bold. Yeah, 36 looks pretty good. And what do we say? I want to keep it somewhat even. $50. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think the most trophies you'll ever collect in, I mean, I guess if you go around in circles, it'd be like 10 or something. That provides plenty of room for that though. So let's just duplicate this, make this one the yellow. Obviously, I don't want it there. Maybe 100. Let's see what that looks like. That symbol is in the way, but I think that's it. That helps. I think that looks good. I think I'm gonna have to consolidate all this, but that definitely looks good. There'll definitely need to be adjustments, but this is ballpark. So I can work with ballpark. this is probably going to be 225. 5. I think everything in here should be tagged like as UI. So let's see. That is not. It should be. That's not. Well, I take it back. Nothing is, so I'll leave it. I think technically it's because it's part of the player, and so none of that is UI, or at least tagged as UI. Okay, let's see. We got ×1, ×1, ×1. I think I want to clean that up a little bit, but let me check my Photoshop file real quick. So you guys can see. Yeah, see, these gaps should be a lot smaller and the value should be a little bit lower. See how I can change this. If I put this down here, does that help? Yeah, that helps. Okay. Let's see, what is our bounding box? There we go. Also, if I turn on the widgets. Okay, let's move this one. Yeah, that definitely doesn't need to be, that would be 50, about 80. About 75. 75 should be plenty. If I didn't want to say 99 trophies, yep, that'll work. That's where I want that. I like that. Let's move these trophies down. $175 too close. It may be too close. Let's see. Definitely think this margin needs to be bigger. So let's go back over here. It's just the 150. $200. I feel like they're really close when they don't really need to be that close. Oh, okay. 125. 125. Let's bring this in a little bit. I'm okay with that. That looks good. Change this back to 1. That's a little bit more realistic. I can actually pull this probably to like 195. Let's move this one to 0. Trophy text, put it right around there. I like that. Maybe 140. At some point, I have to do the math and see, like, do these mathematically make sense? But right now, I think I'm okay with just kind of eyeballing it. This one was 125, so I want to go with minus 125 on this one. And this definitely come back. This one is 140. 140. What's this? This is at 0 and this is at 140. Why do those numbers feel goofed? This is 75. Let's change this to 75. Yeah, I knew something was up. Change this to 75 as well. $50. Okay. Let's move this back over. This is the red trophy count. $50 looks about right. Lower this down. Boom. The yellow trophy is at 0. What about just putting this at 50? Do those look about evenly spaced? I think they do. I think I could still condense it down a little bit more. If the whole thing is 400. What if we say the whole thing is 300? Okay, and that's breaking out. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I might be okay with that. Let me update this player prefab because I'm not sure if I've changed it elsewhere. Put a new one in here. And I basically just want to duplicate that and bring it down to the warning. Trophies, I'll leave it active. I'll just get rid of this one because I know this one's at least up to date. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Yes, save. see if my controller's going to connect, but it's not important. This should be able to show us. Well, why did I not see my stuff? Maybe it's deactivated? No, it's active. What's going on here? This is new. What is this saying here? Shader channels, normal and tangent, most often used, blah, blah, blah. Non-root canvases will not be scaled. Does it just want me to take it out? No, I don't see it anymore. Wait, let me... Yeah, it's still not working. I still don't see anything. What the heck? Should I have not put it on a canvas? Is that the problem? Layer canvas, shader something something. See if this changes anything. Nope. I thought you could have as many canvases as you wanted. Maybe I'm wrong. This is very weird. It says image, but that's the text. Well, I don't know what I did wrong. No root canvas. Non-root canvas will not be scaled. Did it not like the way I added things? Image, raw image, panel. Maybe it was supposed to be a panel. But that's what it was. Hopefully. Minus 300, 150. Minus 300. 150, I think. Minus. Don't want a background because that makes everything look opaque. So $450. 150. Okay, so the question I have now is, should it be a panel or should it be canvas? I think it's supposed to be a panel. So what I'm gonna do is just drag and drop everything to my panel. Oh, killing me. Killing me. What? I don't understand. Why are you not working? Why is this scale 0? I mean, is this the problem? I have no idea why that would be the problem. Or why it would be like that. Because it hates me. What did I ever do to it? Yeah, I don't know. I'll do a little bit of research to figure out if that's the right way to do that, but I don't know why it's scaled down to 0. And why is my score so small? Did I not say that earlier? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't say that earlier. Before I move on, let me record what I need to change this score to. I vaguely remember some of it. Let's go to UI level. And I want to say, what is this? It was, I think this was like to 275, something like that. Nope, it doesn't look right. It was mine at 77.5. I think that's what it was. I think this was reduced down to 500. Negative 220, 25, 75, something like that. Maybe it should be... Man, that doesn't look right. Oh, well, that's part of the problem. Let me change this. This was supposed to be 72. All right, gotta get this. Ugh, I wish I had recorded this last time. You know what? For purposes of expediency, I'm just gonna go ahead and say close enough. What is it not liking? Is it this? The height? It is the height. I did go with 72 last time, right? Thought it was. Well, close enough. I'm gonna stick with it. Which direction does this go? So that looks good like that. Let me see what it looks like whenever I grab a backpack. Where's the backpack? Where's the backpack? Grab 2 of them, maybe. Come on. Right. Yeah, I think that's about right. The thing is, it is farther in, but these need to come in as well. So 72 is a little bit big. Let's change that to 56. And that's 56. The height 80. I think all that looks right. I think what I want to do is I want to bring these up, but before I do that, let's record what I have here for this. 600 is outrageous. 500 and bring it back to here again. Let me jot this time down this time. Don't mess this up. All right, so we got minus 300, minus 77.5. That's gonna be 400. Height is 80. Scale is 111, and font size is gonna be 56. What happens if I change this to that? Making some small tweaks here. All right, let's see if I can record this. And then this thing can go up. All right, let me go make those changes real quick so I don't lose them. $300. Just gonna make it easy. 75. 400. 75. And then this needs to be 6. Then over on this side, I wanted to raise these up just a little bit. So let's see. And on this, I don't even want to change a lot. Something like 140. Then I'm going to test it, and after that, I'm going to call it a day. It's getting there, but I will say it's lower than I expected. $404. All right. You know, that's, I mean, it's looking what I wanted it to look like. Can't say it looks amazing. I think it still needs some work. I think for the long term, I'm going to have those trophies hidden and only show up whenever you collect them. All right, now that I've got this, I just want to see, how does all this stuff line up? Yeah, these need to come in. Either these need to come in or these need to go out. At any rate, it's getting there. It's a work in progress. All right, I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching.